think it's a right for people to have bad health care. True international effort to pressure.
God, I said, oh, I can't believe I said that. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word.
Y'all ready for this?
I was going to put him,
Well, Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys.
Wait.
All men and women created by you know the thing.
If you hold near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. We went for two reasons. One, to come on, man. The guy who runs that outfit over there. I've had a couple Washingtons, but the nature, not Representative Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was going to be here.
Y'all ready for this?
What am I doing here? Tucker, yeah.
I got hairy legs that turn, that.
Thank you for tolerance, for listening to me. I appreciate it very much. What?
Alex Lawler from Reuters news agency. I had two questions. The first is...
But no, Alex, I have to talk to you about. So you have got it wrong.
Okay.
And you have got it wrong twice.
Before I ask a question,
and you will get it the third time if you did, as Reuters did not do a proper job. You talked about Russia doing this and that, and actually the day that your story came out, no one from Russia talked to me, nor I talked to anybody from Russia. You repeated that again with another tale of a story prior to that Saudi and Russia, blah, 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 are congregating around $100 price. That is not true. And I spent 20 minutes from one of your respected members of your bureau in Dubai, explaining to her, or actually 25 minutes, why we don't go as Saudi Arabia for price targeting. And that 25 minutes went in vain, and I really don't like that. I acted in a very respectful way, emanating from respecting the agency, and I think, but you elected to choose a phantom Saudi source. Sourcey source, if I can do it as British as I could. But if you have questions, direct it to others, but not me. I'm not talking to Reuters until you respect the source, which is the energy minister on behalf of the Saudi government.
Okay, thank you. I won't ask.
So you ask questions to any of my colleagues.
If you're out camping or you've hit hard times and there's no potable water anywhere to be found, just take your solar cooker with you, dip it in a lake, stream, or pond, open it up, put it out in the sun, and within hours you're going to have potable, sterilized drinking water. My link for your massive discount is in the description below. Real quick, and just a matter of historical fact. This tweet, which I will not read for reasons you're all aware, was sent out by Florida's Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo on October 7th. It didn't take long for Twitter to take it down as misinformation, and the tweet has now been reinstated by Twitter. Guys, this was Florida's Surgeon General. Leave your thoughts about this, because I'm not giving mine.
I pride myself on being a teacher who's very open about her life. And one of the things I'm very open about is my sexuality. I have a trans flag, a bi flag, a non-binary flag, all on my desk at my work. But there's one thing I'm not open about, and it's being poly. And today that actually became something I had to worry about for the first time. See, the kids are interviewing us teachers as a part of learning how to write profiles on others. They'll soon be doing it with each other, but they're starting with the teachers so they can all work together on one subject. And one of the kids on Tuesday is going to ask me if I have a partner. And the answer is yeah. And I have another one too. And I don't know how to handle that conversation, because while I know that the kids are more accepting of things like homosexuality, bisexuality, all of that, polyamory is not in the conversation. It's not something that is talked about. And I worry not only would this be something that might lead to rumors that I am cheating on my partner or that I am a swinger or something like that, but would also just totally derail the class. So the obvious answer, the one that I went to first, is I'm not going to talk about it. But that feels wrong too. I don't like lying to my students. I don't like telling them falsehoods. And also, I don't feel comfortable answering the question by saying, yes, I have a partner, and having to pick which one I pick as the face for my relationship. That feels super, super gross, right? So I guess what tentatively I've decided after talking with my co-teachers and my assistant principal is maybe the right way to do it is answer the question honestly. Say, while I don't feel comfortable talking about who I'm in a relationship with in this specific setting, I will say that I am bisexual. I've dated people of many different genders. And if you're interested to talk about that or my own specific relationship that you're really, really insistent, let's just not do it in the classroom setting, and we can do it like in lunch or in the after-school GSA club or something like that, where maybe it's a little bit more of an acceptable and understanding situation to bring this up. Now, this is a long rambling thing, and that story has kind of wrapped itself up neatly, or at least it will on Tuesday. But I think it talks to a much broader issue, which is that, like, this is a really nuanced thought process I had to have, where I had to consider the emotional maturity of the kids, where I had to consider what they already know and are talking about and what they don't know and aren't talking about, and also have to consider how does this fit in with the content that I'm teaching. And the fact of the matter is, this is not a conversation that conservatives are having at all. They've decided that blanket statement, like, you can't do this at all. There's no place for it. And that just shows such a lack of thought and care. They're not understanding their children as people and where they're at. They're not understanding the content that is necessary, and they're not reckoning with any kind of reality. Yeah, maybe like this is going to be an uncomfortable situation that may lead to some strange conversations, but that's part of being a person. And I'd rather have the kids be able to have those conversations in a safe place at school than on the internet where there's no one to make sure they're learning the right, respectful information.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Pressler. There's a reason why you haven't seen much of me, and it's because for the last month and a half I've been pretty much bedbound, and I almost lost the ability to use my legs. I have a blood disease that triggered my anemia, and my weight got dangerously low. The good news is I have a great doctor who's taking care of me, and I will recover from this. But I owe it to you to let you know what's going on. And actually, I want to apologize because I wish I could be out there knocking on doors and pounding the pavement and getting out the vote for our Republicans, but I simply just can't do it. And so I want to thank you, the tens of thousands of you out there that have become precinct chairs and election day workers and who are registering voters and knocking on doors and in my absence doing that work. But I want to let you know that I'm not going to let this stop me, and that even though I'm at home, I'm still recruiting volunteers, and I'm connecting them with swing districts so we can take back the House and take back that gavel from Nancy Pelosi. But I wanted to make this video because I know many of you are wondering where I am, why you haven't seen me. But just know that my heart is 100% in this, and we are going to fight together to make sure that this November we have a resounding, decisive, America First Republican victory. And I will be at CPAC this year. I am not missing that for a hot second. Bye, guys.
Coach, considering the static that did happen after this game today, is this further motivation for you and your team?
I don't need nobody to motivate me, dog. My mama working 2 jobs to make ends see each other was my motivation. You know, me being a great father, when one of my fathers was a drug a drug addict, and my other father was an alcoholic, that was my motivation. Seeing no one really come out of Fort Myers, Florida, that was my motivation. This? Oh, baby, you gotta get a line. I wake up motivated. I wake up trying to bless somebody, inspire somebody, encourage somebody, help somebody, motivate somebody, get somebody to the next level.
Yeah.
And somebody had the audacity to sit up here and say what I ain't. Well, baby, I know what I am. And I am a whole lot of things that a lot of folks would like to be. Oh, Brian, breathe.
Hey guys, we know with the way things have been going, it can get really interesting really quick. So make sure you and your family have a long-term storable food supply. Support the channel and get $50 off with my link in the description while you still can.